Hey beauties, it's Court. Welcome back to my channel. Hey beauties, it's Court. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you my everyday routine as of lately. I haven't been wearing foundation and I have been absolutely loving it. So many of my Snapchat family members have been requesting that I do a video on this look. I never really have time to do Snapchat tutorials. They just take a really long time because they're 10-second increments. So I figured I would film the video for YouTube. That way you guys can always have it and always go back to reference to it. If you want to see my everyday routine, keep your cute little ass right where it's at. Alright guys, so this is just going to be a really easy, minimal look. There's no eyeshadow, minimal eyeliner, no fake lashes, but feel free to add or take away whatever you want to suit your own needs. So I did already moisturize with my Murad moisturizer, and now I'm going to go in with my Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is an amazing primer, just a little dab will do you. It gives you a beautiful illuminated base for your makeup to go on top of, and I'm just going to rub that all over my face. Now I'm going to use the Clinique Pep Start eye cream, and I'm just going to dab a little bit under my eyes. You don't want to tug too much on your eye skin and create any unnecessary wrinkles. Next, we're going to go in with cream contour. This isn't a necessary step, but if I have a little bit of extra time, I do like to do this. I'm going to go in with my DoColor brushes, which I absolutely love. They are my favorite oval brushes. And then my Anastasia cream contour kit in the shade Fair, and I'm going to use the middle one and just kind of put it in all of my contoury places. These brushes are absolutely amazing. I'm very picky when it comes to these oval brushes, and these ones just blend out flawlessly. I will link them in the description for you if you're interested. This is another brush from the same 10-piece set that I'm going to link below. I like to use this to apply my nose contour. Nose contouring is not a necessary step, especially, if you're in a rush or it's just an everyday simple look, but I just enjoy this part of my routine. So I lay down my contour with that, and now I'm using this bigger oval brush to blend out my face contour, and I'm going to go in with this fluffier brush. I think it's an eyeshadow brush to blend out my nose contour. Now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Age Rewind. I believe it's in the shade Brightening. I'll have everything listed down below and shade names that I used. And I'm going to blend this out with my Morphe sponge. I really like this because it has a little bit more of a pink undertone, so it really helps brighten up your under eyes and hide all that extra baggage. I'm going to go right up the center of my nose with it, remove a little bit because I added way too much, and this just kind of helps accentuate the contour. Now I'm going to put a little bit around my nose because I get a little bit of redness. Tiny little bit of Tarte Shape Tape right up underneath of my eyes just to brighten things up a little bit more. Oh yeah. Well, this is a secret right here, baby. This is the Nyx No Filter No Selfie Filter Powder with a Jessup face brush. This Jessup brush is so good. I'm just going to set my whole face with it, avoiding my nose area. I just personally don't like the way powder looks on my nose, so I'm just going to set everything else. I'm going to link this brush set down below. I'm going to try to. I believe it was under $20. It was an 18-piece set, and every brush that came in it was absolutely incredible. If you follow me on Snapchat, I'm sure you remember me raving about this when I first got it. Now I'm just going to blend out my nose contour a little bit more. Blending, trying to snort my brush. Now I'm going to go in Butter Bronzer, slow down, Courtney, from Physicians Formula with my Morphe R14 brush. I wasn't sure about this brush at first, but I absolutely love it for bronzing up my face. It is so soft. It blends out so nicely, and I highly recommend Morphe brushes. You guys, if you've been following me for a while, you know I have always been a fan of them. I just think they're really great quality for what they cost. Now I'm going to go ahead and contour my chin a little bit because it is pretty prominent, and I like to make it not so prominent. This highlighter is amazing. This is from Catrice. Look at it. I had to give it its little 5 seconds of fame because it is stunning. It's like the perfect everyday highlighter, but you can definitely build it up to be super bam in your face. We're going to go between subtle and bam today. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a little tiny bit more, just right on the tops of my cheekbones. I don't like to take highlighter down too far because I do have pretty big pores and I don't want to accentuate them. Now taking the Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette, I'm going to use these top 2 shades right here, kind of mixing them together and highlight my brow bone.
You can see that frosty shade is very, very frosty on its own, so that's why I do take the matte shade just to kind of dull it down a little bit so it's not too crazy looking, because it can get intense very, very quickly. Now I'm going to use just the frosty shade for the inner corners of my eyes because I love a highlighted tear duct. I think it just opens up your eyes and just makes your face look brighter. And I do go back in with the matte shade and blend out around the frosty shade as well. So taking the frosty shade in that same brush, which is the It Cosmetics 124 brush, I'm going to highlight my Cupid's bow and then I call it the Carly Bible highlight. I highlight the tip of my nose and then right down the center as well. And I added way too much, so I'm just going to blend it out a little bit with my finger. And now I'm going to go in with this Be Matte blush from City Color. I believe it's in the shade Papaya, but like I said, I will list the shade names of everything down below, as well as the name of this brush, because it is my favorite blush brush. It's also from Morphe. It just glides on perfectly. Perfect size, perfect shape, perfect density. It's just a really great blush brush. Now I'm taking this Real Techniques powder brush, blending everything together. This is a necessary step in my everyday routine, no matter if I'm going natural or full beat, just to make sure everything's blended. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera just to save a little bit of time. Eyebrows are a necessity. You have to do your brows when you're doing a natural look like this because they just frame your face. I'm going to use my Dip Brow in Auburn and my Anastasia brush. They look terrible. Let's fix it. There we go. Not too crazy about the way they came out though, but you know, it'll do. Also, while I was off camera, I did go ahead and add a little bit of eyeliner in my waterline. I used a Too Faced waterproof eyeliner. These are incredible in the waterline. They literally last all day long. I used the shade Moss, which is a beautiful kind of metallic green. I didn't want to use black because I thought it would be a little bit too harsh, which is also why I'm not putting mascara on my lower lashes. Speaking of mascara, this is my bae right here. It's also from Catrice. I'm not affiliated with Catrice, but I just absolutely love their products. Do not sleep on them. They can be found at Ulta.com. I will link this mascara specifically below. It's their Glam and Doll mascara, and it is incredible. So good. Look at that. After one coat. So we're going to go ahead and let that coat dry, and while it's drying, I'm going to apply my lip color. Oh, wait, first I'm going to comb my lashes out. I always forget about this part. I love this lash comb. I forget about this part, but it is necessary. If you have trouble with your lashes sticking together, you have to get one of these. I think mine was like $2 on eBay. Normally when I do this look, I would wear Back Talk from Urban Decay. It's like my favorite lipstick of all time. But a very generous friend of mine sent me this gorgeous Japanese lip gloss in the shade 01. Check this pigment, yo. Oh my god! So friggin' pretty. Very thick, very sticky, but it makes for a very long-lasting gloss. I love this color, and I'm so grateful that she sent this to me. Thank you again. You know who you are. So we're going to go back in with our second coat of mascara now that the first coat has dried. Nothing too, extraordinary, just a second coat of mascara. Why are you still filming this, Courtney? Combing them out again? Okay. All right, bitch. We got it. You comb your lashes. Let's move on. Oh, wait. We're done. That's it, guys. So I just threw on my favorite hat from Single Mom Mafia, which will be linked down below, and that's it.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope the lighting wasn't too bad. I really like filming in my bedroom. It's just a lot easier for me. Let me know down below what you guys think of the quality of the video. I know I do have a darker shadow on this side of my face. Hopefully I was still able to finagle my way around that and kind of give you guys a good look at exactly what it was I was doing. I hope you will subscribe and become a part of my little YouTube family. I love the way that this look comes out every single time that I do it. It's just glowy and flawless and beautiful. And if you guys do try it and you post any pictures or you want to send me a Snapchat or anything like that, just let me know. All of my handles are down below if you want to follow me on my different social medias. All the social medias will be down in the description box down there. I love you guys so damn much, and I hope to see you in my next video. Mwah.
Side of my face, but this choker is so badass. So badass. Link below. This is dumb. Stop being dumb.